What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and in today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Oh, honey. Okay. I'm kind of like shook right now. Let me like move my chair. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Let me get a little comfortable. Go, take out the shirt. Don't you freaking love it? Okay, so I'm gagged. I'm gagged right now. Okay. Shane Dawson released this video. I think it was part 2 of his conspiracy, which I feel like we need to talk. Let's talk. I feel like Shane Dawson's second conspiracy video was better than the first one. Either way, they were both good. Personally, I like this one more. Now, it was long. It was like an hour or something. Oh my gosh. And I watched it too. I got like my little plate of food. We can eat the house and watched it. Okay.
4:30 in the morning. And I can't sleep. Something that's been on my mind.
That was like my first introduction to the sound that you hear at the casino. Hear the casino. Hear the casino.
I recently went to a Chuck E. Cheese.
What do you have, Tom?
Money for the diseases.
Is this what we're teaching our children? Is this what we're teaching them?
I don't know if it's me. It was just me. But we have to talk. Okay, when you watch his conspiracy videos, do you get like anxiety? Like, do you go to the gigs? Because now, like, I've started to like go to the gigs, right? So I feel like part 2, and Jeffree Star is in this drama too. He has something to say. So in this video, he talks about what is it? Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Which, if you don't know what Chuck E. Cheese is, it's like a place where you play games, eat pizza. It's here in America. Okay, it's so much drama. I used to go there every Friday as, oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional. Because we know my dad. My dad used to take me to Chuck E. Cheese every Friday, because he was like paid, or every other Friday, his payday, he would take me to Chuck E. Cheese. Now, this is like the most insane part, because like, you could drink at Chuck E. Cheese, like adult beverages, like beer stuff. And my dad was like, he loved to drink beer at the house, right? So, I don't know, because I was a kid, but I don't remember. My mom tells me, you don't remember your dad taking you to Chuck E. Cheese like every other Friday on his payday? And I was like, no. And she said, he would always take you for years. And I just don't remember that, you know? And I'm just like, wow. Okay. Well, apparently, but I remember going. I just don't remember him taking me like every other Friday. Like, you know, that's one thing I remember. Like, you ever know people and they go all out for their kids? And I'm like, why are you doing that? Your kids don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess that's why I kind of have that mentality, because I don't remember. So anyways, I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese, right? My dad used to take me. And then when I graduated high school, I think it was like it's in my second year of college. Ugh, drama. I applied to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, I've had many jobs, girl. I only worked there for about 4 days and I just quit. But I got hired to work as a party planner. So like parents would come, they would have like I would go to work and they would say, this family will be here at this time. This is the birthday kid's name, blah, blah. And I would have like 2 or 3 parties going on at the same time. So I'll just make sure like they had their drinks, they had their pizzas, and like everything was like fine, whatever. And I would just kind of like I was like, I almost like a waiter in a way, but not really. It was like, they called me party planner, I think, something like that. Anyways, I worked there for like 3-4 days and I just quit. And I remember I had so much anxiety, and I remember meeting so many people, and it was like crazy, the house. And I remember I just quit, and I never even went to pick up my check. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I felt like at that time, I felt, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I wasn't so like bold and like, what's the tea, honey? You know what I'm saying? Back then I was like very like shy and stuff. So I was like, I don't know. I just don't like the job anymore. I'm not going to go to work. So I never went. I never picked up my check. No one even called me. It was like so crazy. And yeah. Anyways, but I don't remember the pizza part.
Hi there. I just got an idea how to make Chuck E. Cheese's better than ever. Brand new pizza. Genius if I do say so myself.
So I have a theory that I've wanted to talk about for a long time, but I don't know if anybody's gonna care except for me. I think it's crazy. I also don't know if this can get me like sued. So I'm gonna say once again, like, just a theory, not a fact. Don't sue me. Could just be a joke, hoax, whatever. Now, this is something that I actually thought about when I was a kid. And I noticed something whenever I would go to Chuck E. Cheese. And my theory as a kid was about their pizza.
Pizza at Chuck E. Cheese.
literally no.
There's a theory that if somebody at Chuck E. Cheese doesn't finish their whole pizza, and there's like a few pieces left, the employee will take that to the back, take those pieces off the tray, and form a new pizza with all the other leftovers, and then reheat it and serve it to a new customer. Now, I know what you're thinking, Shane, that's crazy. Well, here is a picture of the pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Every piece is a different size. That piece is longer than that piece, which is shorter than that piece. These pieces in the back are shorter than those pieces, and none of the pepperonis
Oh man.
line up.
Oh shit.
It's not just this picture, it's almost every picture you find of Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and nobody's talking about it. So I noticed this when I was like 8 years old or something, and I was just like, wait a minute, how come all the pieces are different? And I remember specifically being like, oh, can we get half cheese and half pepperoni? The half cheese side was so fucking different than the half pepperoni side. Like, crazy, right?
I mean, if that's true, yeah, that would be probably illegal to do. Like, FDA probably would actually cancel them.
Pizza at Chuck E. Cheese.
Once again, just a theory.
No, I mean, like, it looks like that. I mean, at the end of the day, if that actually is pizza from Chuck E. Cheese, I mean...
I went there a lot, and it was always like misplaced pizzas.
Really? That's disgusting. Like, every time you went, it was just like a collection of random pieces of pizza.
Oh yeah, one time there was like one veggie one slice. And my mom's like, ooh, for me! And I was like, okay. Like,
wait, is it a...
why is it there?
So they're claiming to make these pizzas on demand for you?
Now listen, there is a second part of this theory. I knew a girl in high school. I asked her about this because she was working at Chuck E. Cheese. And she told me that she couldn't say whether or not that's true, but that was a thing. Like, that was something that actually was going on a while ago and they stopped it. But she also could have been lying, and who knows, right? So, I've never actually fully looked into this because, you know, I thought, well, who cares? Nobody's really gonna care about this. So I just Googled it, and I found like a forum. And other people have noticed this too. Am I gonna get sued?
Somebody's probably gonna sue you.
Really?
So apparently in Shane Dawson's video where he like, people are saying that he's gonna get sued, which I don't think so, but there's a lot of people saying that he will. I just don't see it happening. I think that Chuck E. Cheese are already in deep water. They're not gonna get sued. So Shane Dawson had alleged that the pizzas were like pieced together with leftover pizza, recycled pizza. So like the kids would eat like half a pizza, leave the rest, and then they would, Chuck E. Cheese would get old pizzas, put it in the oven, and make new pizzas with old parts, whatever. And that's why they're never like the same shape, right? So that's what he was saying in the house. I don't believe it to be true, but it makes, like, I'm like, well now I'm kind of like thinking, well, is it true? Because like, why do they look like that? You know, does that make sense? So anyway, so Jeffree Star saw the video and he responded back by saying, you got some explaining to do, ho. And so Chuck E. Cheese went on this massive backpedal and was responding to people in the house. Can you believe that? Okay, so before I go any further, I want to talk to you today about today's sponsor, honey. It is Manscaped. So I keep talking about this product because I think it's so cool. The Crop Mop by Manscaped. Like, I had already cut it open in my last video, but you can like, it closes itself. See? And then you can like open it and you're not using it no more, you can close it. Okay, so you get a whole bunch of these little baggies and there are wipes for your balls. So again, for dating, traveling, driving, work, partying, active life, it's all what it's used for. And this, the ball wipe, right in your face. So this is what they look like. You tear it open, and there's like a wipe, just like a face wipe, a feminine hygiene wipe. It's very that. But this is for, how about we call them masculine hygiene wipes? There you go. Yeah, by Manscaped. #1 in men's below the belt grooming. So thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video. If you're interested, I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. Okay, so I don't know, like I've had like a lot of jobs in my life, but I feel like, oh my God, going through the gigs, anxiety. Shane Dawson also talked about how Chuck E. Cheese promotes gambling. I can kind of see that point of view because there's like music and like pinging and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, like there's something about going to a casino. It's like the noises kind of like put you in a trance type of thing. It's kind of like that at Chuck E. Cheese in a way. And you have like, well, I don't think, do they have tokens? I don't know. Like I have become such like an OCD person. Like okay, there's this place in Austin, Texas. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you ever go to Austin, Texas, there's like this laser tag arcade place. It's right across the street on the other side of the freeway from Uncommon Objects. So just Google Uncommon Objects when you get there. It's right across the freeway. You can stand at Uncommon Objects and look across, and you can see this building with like aliens on top and like a crashed UFO. It's all part of the gig. Just go over there. It is a legit pizza place. There's laser tag. There's like very that, right? But it's not Chuck E. Cheese. It's like another type of franchise or whatever. But they're so old school. It's very like retro because like you give them money and they give you tokens. And nowadays, when you go to like Dave & Buster's, like Chuck E. Cheese, I think they have like cards. So you just like put money on your card and you scan the card to play games or swipe it or whatever. That's like the new way of doing it. The old way was like tokens. And so those tokens, they used to have like lead in it. You know what I'm talking about? Or like metal, and you kind of like rub off on your finger. You like smell your fingers. Like it smells kind of like chemically or whatever. Very that. Like, oh my gosh. So I become such an adult. Like when I went there, I was like, oh my God, they're tokens. Like, are they clean? Why do they smell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like very, like, I'm just like, ugh, girl. Because, you know, like all that stuff, I feel, my opinion, I feel like all that stuff kind of like leads to like cancer stuff, you know? Like so much stuff that like leads to cancer, you know? It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, okay, I'm all for using a paper plate, but like I won't put the paper plate in the microwave because I don't want the paper plate to kind of like melt into the food because I feel like it causes cancer. You know, like I am so like scared, you know? So I try to be like extra cautious and like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to like be weird or whatever, but I'm just like constantly like, there's like stuff you can do to like, I don't know, I digress. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, you know? But anyways, that's pretty much it. How do I even get to this? Oh yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, Trisha Paytas video. That's more drama in the house with Trisha Paytas. Love her so much, but right now she's not doing the best right now. I mean, she's coming off the heels of that drama with Jason Nash and accusing David Dobrik and his friend. Like, oh my God, so much drama. I think she's going to the gigs right now. I don't know, but I don't know. It's okay. We're kind of like used to it by now, which was Paige and her drama. Okay. Anyway, so I don't think Shane Dawson will get sued by Chuck E. Cheese. I think that he just stated an opinion, a conspiracy. And I think that he didn't say that it was fact. It was an opinion. It was a conspiracy theory. So, and I know there are some people who think that he will get sued. I don't think so. I think that if he does get sued, Chuck E. Cheese will look really bad in the press. Like they just do not. You don't want to mess with that right now. You know, I feel like the whole Chuck E. Cheese thing is like a dying brand. Like seriously, all the games in Chuck E. Cheese. You can literally pay it on your phone, on your app, or you can like buy them for your house or whatever, like arcades or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like more people are doing like parties at their house. I don't feel like they're going to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. I say that, but girl, who am I, girl? Who am I? I just remember that Chuck E. Cheese pizza used to taste so freaking good. I remember that pizza was so good. And then now, it doesn't taste as good like it used to. That makes sense. Like it just doesn't. They messed around with their little recipe in the house because it doesn't taste as good as it used to. It used to taste delicious. Now it's like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like I've tasted it before, that type of thing. I just wish they were using like fresher. I don't know. I think it's the ingredients. I think they used to use fresher ingredients, and then now they just kind of like make it and then like freeze it and then ship it to the stores or whatever, and they just like I don't know. I don't know anything before I get sued. It's my opinion, my conspiracy allegedly, but the pizzas don't taste the same. That's just my fat ass opinion in the house, girl. Okay, I think I've said enough. All right, I'm gonna let you go. If you like the video, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you don't like the video, send it to your haters so when they watch it, they lost 10 minutes of their life to never get back, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, love you so much.